Nah, go ahead, sure. Yeah, thank you.
I opened it.
I appreciate it.
You see the joint? You know what joint is?
I heard it, but I was just watching the ball.
Yeah.
So, hey, it still counts. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Terry, can you talk about that last drive and just Davis poise?
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen it before, obviously, but this is the playoffs. It's a different thing.
100%.
What do you think about him, and what do you think about the execution of that final drive?
This is what we've been doing all season. This is what he's been doing all season. And it's the preparation that we put in. And I know people may be tired of hearing winning time moments, but that's real. And it shows up. And I think that's what the playoffs is about. You may not play the perfect game, but if you have the ball to go down there and have the chance to win the game, we trust our preparation in the moments that we've been in this year. And to see Jaden continue to just get us in the right calls, execute what Cliff is calling, showing some poise, just taking complete command of the game, complete command of the huddle is I'm fortunate to play with him and see how much he's grown this year, but that's who he is. He's been blessed with unbelievable ability, but his ability to just be ready for any moment that comes his way is definitely special for a rookie.
Did you say anything in particular when you guys started the drive and the first game?
There was nothing to need to be said. We just looked each other in the eye and we were like, they don't get the ball back. You know what I mean? Like, we finish it with the ball in our hands and it's our time. And when you say that, you got 10 other guys looking you in the eye and saying it's our time, and we all know what that means. And so we knew it wasn't going to be given to us at all. That's a great team that's over there. But for us to execute when we got to have it the most, that's what we've been preaching. That's what we've been preparing for all season. So it's going to show up. Showed up this week, and no doubt that there'll be winning time moments next week as well.
Terry, this has happened so many times this year.
Yeah.
Is it almost a sense of when you get in trouble, like, yeah, we're going to score? Like, that's what we've been doing all year in this situation.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to take it for granted, but the confidence is extremely there. The confidence for us to know what we have to do. We know what timeouts. We know the situation. Not only because of practice, but we've been in it numerous times throughout the season. And so, to your point, you build confidence over a course of time when you've been put in so many different scenarios and you've come out victorious, and other times where we may not have executed the way that we have. We've learned from those as well. And so we know that it wasn't going to be given to us on that last drive, but we had the ultimate confidence in those 11 guys in that huddle that we were going to get the job done. And honestly, there's no better feeling, David, to be in that situation and just know that you're going to have a chance to go down there and win the game. I don't know if it's necessarily always been that way, but this year with this team, it's definitely been that.
Terry, was it all good? At what point did it get to be where you go from hoping you get it to knowing you get it?
It was after the touchdown, and we knew that the defense were going to.
I'm sorry, for the season, going from hoping you get those game-winning drives to knowing you're going to get them.
Yeah, trying to think. I can't think of really the first game of the season we had one of those moments, but over the course of the season, we've had multiple instances where, whether it's 2 minutes before the half, 2 minutes in the game, got to have a first down. The Hail Mary, we got to get 13 yards just to put ourselves in the position. I just think it's the poise of this entire group that is prepared for whatever moment that's thrown against us, against the opponents we've been going against. And we've executed at a high level in those moments, and it is the reason why we've come out on the winning side. And those experiences produce confidence, and they produce a level of just production that we really continue to put out when we're in those moments. And so when you are faced with a similar obstacle or you're faced with a similar challenge, you gain confidence because of the past. And it doesn't guarantee what you're going to do in the future, but when you got 11 guys locked in on the mission and are just willing to get that win at the end at whatever cost, you usually have results like that. So, again, I just put a testament to DQ and how he's prepared us for these moments. Dave Gardy goes over every single scenario there can be, and we go out there every single week and we practice and we execute. And so it seems like every time we're in that moment, there's more and more calm because of the past where we've executed. So that's what the playoffs is about. You may not play your perfect game, but if you have the ball in your hands at the chance to win the game, that's what it's about, surviving advance.
Terry, you were just saying out there, this was the time of your life.
Yeah.
You've been in the playoff before 2020.
Yeah.
No fans.
Right.
Different result. But it's obviously different. How did the reality leading up to this moment kind of exceed expectations?
It's everything you could dream of, honestly. When we go into this season, with so many new faces, it was cool to see the way we've come together as a brotherhood, how we care for one another even before we even got to the X's and O's of football. And I think that's a testament to the culture that DQ has helped bring here, and the guys that they've brought here, along with myself, just buying into what we want this Commanders team to look like. And over the season, we've had ups and we've had downs, but if you would have said we'd be in the playoffs going into the next round, we all would have took that. And that's, at the end of the day, it's not about individual accolades. It's not about even it's not even about who gets the shine. It's about the team, because when the team has success, everybody has success. And so I'm just so blessed and fortunate to be in this situation with a group of guys who care for one another and just love to compete, man. Like, BMS is a real thing in our locker room, and we don't just preach it. We go about it by the way we practice and what we be on the field. So, that team is a great team over there. We felt like week one they out-hit us. They were more physical. They made the plays to win the game. But the great thing about it is we got to see them again, and, I felt like we were able to come out on the other side victorious. So that's what it's about.
Do you hear from other players, your peers, or just maybe people in your past are just so happy for you?
Definitely. Yeah, I've had a lot of people reach out over the course of the season, and, to a certain degree, I'm not going to say I get tired, but, it's kind of a little bit like, they're happy for me, but it's like, oh, man, how'd you go through all that? How'd you come out on the other side? Like, oh, my goodness. And God has forged my testimony in where I am in my life. I wouldn't be where I am standing here in front of you if it wasn't for those moments that I went through in the early part of my career. The letdowns, the disappointments at times. But at the end of the day, life is about perseverance and endurance. And if you can endure and persevere and continue to take control of what you can and take the accountability, oftentimes you're going to see the other side of what you've gone through. And so I've learned over the course of my life in 29 years so far, to get to it, you got to go through it. And this team, this organization, all of us have gone through it. So to be on the other side and have some fruits of our labor is unbelievable. So, it's great to now have something that we can look forward to, and you don't have to necessarily relish on the past. But without that, honestly, I wouldn't be the person who I am standing before you today. So I'm extremely thankful in the support that I've gotten, not only from alumni, fans, my family, my friends. It's unbelievable, and it pushes me to continue to be my best self, because that's all I want to do is come out here and be the best version of myself for this team. I'm fortunate for them to look at me as a leader and a captain, and I just want to uphold that. That really means a lot to me, and to have a culture where everybody feels the same way about winning and doing it the right way. It's unbelievable. So I'm definitely looking forward to next week.
Awesome. Thanks, Terry.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.